everybody, welcome back into the video. So I guess the words, infamous words Jim Ryan said, whole slate in terms of PlayStation ports coming to PC. Well, it looks like those words actually might not be bullshit, because as with the recent release of Spider-Man on PC, there's actually been indications seemingly that there are plans moving forward for PlayStation to have their own dedicated launcher, seemingly with integration between PS5 and PC in terms of PSN accounts. Well, let's take a look at this article from VGC, and then we'll discuss. So it starts out, Sony could soon introduce its own launcher for its PC games, following the footsteps of Ubisoft, Rockstar, and Activision Blizzard. References to a PC launcher has been found within the files of Spider-Man Remastered, which launched last week, suggesting that such a platform could be in Sony's plans. VGC has verified the files and seen the reference to the PlayStation PC launcher. This files the discovery that Sony could be planning to introduce PlayStation PSN integration to its PC games. While neither Marvel's Spider-Man or any other studio's game currently allows connectivity to PSN accounts, Spider-Man's files contain multiple references to PSN account linked title and entitlements. So obviously, seemingly that's definitely slow. I mean, it looking like Sony's going to be going all in on PC at this point. We're still not done with this article, by the way. So let's continue. Then I'll give my full thoughts. It is thus far all of Sony's PC games have been released on Steam and the Epic Games Store, while PlayStation as a PC brand is generally used as a collective term for all PC release rather than a launcher. It's possible that these references could suggest a bespoke version of the store could come to PC. This coupled with references to account integration could eventually lead to cross-purchasing titles for titles on PS5 and PC. I gotta say, that would be a godsend, especially for those who have both a PS5 PC. That would be great and so pro-consumer, but this is Sony. With how anti-consumer they've been lately, I'm hesitant to believe that would be a thing, but hey, Sony could prove me wrong. Anyway, continuing. It is unlikely the first party of its games would be exclusive to this launcher. While Microsoft offers its games on its own store, it also releases the games on Steam. I'll talk about their own store later. However, some publishers such as Rockstar require a reduced version of the launcher client to be active even when playing a game from Steam as a means of verification. Last year's Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan said that PlayStation was planning to bring a whole slate of games to PC, and those words have been freaking true. Spider-Man Remastered is Sony's 6th PC title. It was released last week. It will be followed by PC ports Spider-Man Miles Morales and Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection later in the year. So what do I think? Well, it's seemingly like, those words about, PC port, seemingly is coming sooner than we think. If fanboys really think Sony wasn't going all in, well, I hate to tell you, it's going to happen. But there are some things I kind of wanted to discuss with this whole thing. First off, is the whole $70 thing. Because, realistically, this could be really bad, actually. Because it could make Sony think about fully going forward with $70 games on PC. And we've already seen other publishers try this. Square Enix obviously is the most infamous one, with Forspoken, which is coming next year to PS5 and PC. That's going to be full fat $70. Same thing with the Final Fantasy VII remake. So when that was ported over to PC, so that's obviously one. Another thing would be if they make their games exclusive, and what if the launcher is buggy, like other launchers we have seen in the past. So I mean, that could be a whole mess. That could blow up in Sony's face, especially the whole $70 thing. So I mean, people on PC are not going to take it lightly. I sure as hell won't. I've been vocal since day one about $70 games. Like, I've been very against it from the get-go. People who know me personally, both on social media and in real life, they will tell you that I've been very vocal about $70 games. I'm not the only one. So, which I think $70 is absolute bullshit. But that's a whole different topic for a different video. If you guys want me to make one on that, but anyway, that's not the point. So. And another thing that people aren't really talking about this is the full PSN integration. I think that'd be great. Like your trophies, say if you have a PS5 and you move to PC, and cross-purchasing is actually a thing. Like all your stuff would carry over. Like how Microsoft does with achievements and all that. I know some games did cross-purchase between Xbox and PC. I'm not sure if that's still a thing. I'm not sure if that's still a thing or not. I could be wrong about that one, so if anyone is still aware of cross-purchase, let me know if that's still a thing. So, because I don't know. I don't know for sure to verify that. So I know it was a thing when it first started, but I don't know if it still is a thing now. I have no idea. Anyway, let's not talk about the Microsoft Store because that thing is a shit show. Like, it still doesn't work properly. It still does. After all this time, no matter how many people on the PC side of things told Microsoft it, so especially if I'm gonna start getting a gaming PC at some point in the future, yeah, I'm probably not gonna use the Microsoft Store at all for games if it's still gonna be this buggy, broken mess. And not to mention, there's also launchers like EA Origin, where that's another example of where essentially you have to use like a reduced version event as verification, pretty much, to verify that you bought the game or whatnot. Since Origin is EA's official launcher for their PC games, so obviously Activision's a Blizzard on another one. That's gonna be very interesting to see what Microsoft does with that one after the acquisition goes through. Cause there was also the Bethesda one, but that is pretty much dead. Basically, it's pretty much dead, pretty much. So, so that's another launcher and I believe that launcher was pretty buggy too. You kind of see what I mean. I think the second best one was GOG, which is, CD Projekt's launcher. So where that's seemingly, you can access your games from every single launcher, as long as you connect your accounts and all that. Ubisoft obviously has one. I've never used Ubisoft's games on PC or whatever. I mean, I've never really played an Ubisoft game in my life, really, so, because I don't really care for the games all that much, but that's just me personally, So, and considering how stale their formula is, yeah, I'm probably glad I didn't care. So I mean, you kind of see what I'm getting at with this. And speaking of which, if the PlayStation launcher is a dated thing and it launches in way better shape than Microsoft's, that'd be kind of hilarious, because Microsoft created Windows, which is essentially where PC gaming is relegated to for the most part. That would be kind of embarrassing for Microsoft, and oh boy, that would make for a very interesting Salt video, knowing how fanboys are. So it would be pretty hilarious. So, for obvious reasons, because of, if Sony's launcher is way better. But Sony, if you're kind of listening, don't do the $70 game. That will blow up in your face real fast, especially for people on PC, like I mentioned earlier. And 2, don't make your games exclusive to the store/launcher if it's a buggy, broken mess. Just saying. I mean, clearly it's worked well for Microsoft, as their games are also on Steam, so and GOG and all that. So so yeah, don't do that. And before I close out this video, if the fanboys think that Day-to-Day isn't coming, they got another thing coming. So I mean, we've been telling you all of this for a very long time now. It seems like a broken record at this point, but I mean, come on, it's gonna happen at some point. When though? I'm not gonna predict a year, because who knows? It could be sooner than we all think. Who the hell knows what Sony's planning? Just saying. But if I were to make a prediction on what game it would be with, it would probably be one of their multiplayer live service games. Maybe from Fire Sprite's game, maybe, or Deviations. I don't know. Who the hell knows? So, or it could be one of their other, first party studios. Who knows? But it would be very interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I'm not gonna make a prediction. It's just a matter of, it's not if anymore. It's a matter of when, in my opinion. And many other people agree with me on this one, because it just makes perfect sense. I mean, Sony sees all the money they're making from their PC games. Hell, Spider-Man, the most recent port, was the second biggest launch for their PC ports, and I think that's telling them, hey, we need to go all in on this. And seemingly with this launcher coming in, yeah, it sounds like it's definitely going to be a thing. So so yeah, they're going all in. So that whole Slate thing, that wasn't bullshit for once from Sony. So it's going to be very interesting. Well, I guess that's all I have to really say on this video. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button and consider subbing the channel so you don't miss any of my videos. We are almost at 250 subs, and I would like to hit that before the end of the year. So if you like my content and want to stick around, just hit that sub button on the way up. I would greatly appreciate it. But I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one.